the Shitcase cinema.
The Sisterhood.
Now the opening of this bona fide classic sums up the entire quality of the movie, so pay attention. These random goons are hanging around in the mountains when suddenly they see two horse riders approaching them.
The Sisterhood.
So these two women must be the stars of the film. So there's an epic battle, and allow me to let you sample just a tiny piece of this. It's wooden, yeah? Well, the shield's made of plastic, but whatever. So then this happens. What's that thing Bruce Campbell used to say? Ah yeah, groovy. So the sisters allow the men to leave, and oh, nice shades there, lad. Style.
The Sisterhood. It can't be. They were all killed or captured at the Battle of 12 Trees.
You what? Battle of 12 Trees? Well, remember that, folks, because it has no relevance whatsoever. So anyway, the sisters, I mean, I don't know if they're actual sisters, but whatever, are called Vera and Ali, and it would be useful to know what their goal is and where they're actually going.
Come on, lazy bones, we got a long way to go before we get...
Get where? Can you guess? Now stopping that, funnily enough, isn't me keeping you in suspense. No. This awesome movie has dodgy editing to keep us in suspense. Seriously, it's how it actually is in the film before cutting to the next scene.
We got a long way to go before we get...
So where are they going? We never find out. Kind of makes me think of a movie I reviewed years ago called Hangmen with a jarring cut as well.
Target Rob Green will be terminated on.
I always did love that. Rob Green will be terminated on. And if you've never seen Hangmen, go watch. Oh, no, actually, just go check out my review of Hangmen. It's far better. Alright? Fact. Moving on, this witch. Now, if you want to know how I know that she's a witch, then just listen to this guy.
Hey! Go away, witch!
Hang on, man. Hang on. You don't, come on, stop. You don't need to.
Go away!
There you go. Now, she's on top of a mountain, signals for a bird to come to her, and lo and behold, an entirely different kind of bird comes to her. Amazing. Now, earlier on, the bad guy leader called the sisters a witch too.
Damn witches.
So does this mean that she's their sister as well? Well, I'm sure we'll find out.
The Sisterhood? It's an old tale.
So we found out she's not a Sisterhood member because they're just make-believe. Except we know that they're real and can shoot fucking beams out of their eyes, so the joke's on her. Back with the bad guys, I think this bozo with bad teeth and intense state is actually their leader, and he tells his band of merry men to...
Do what feels good. But whatever you do, do not come back without those parts I need.
Bit of a William Shatner performance there, and the parts that he needs so badly are for his car. Yeah, seriously, he wants to fix up his car, or wall wagon as he calls it, so he can rule the world. This film is priceless. So the bad guys go destroy a settlement in their cars and bikes with rocket launchers and swords. I mean, seriously, it's a real mishmash of a movie. This battle is pretty shoddy at the best of times. I mean, it's almost like kids acting out a school play at times. Just check that out. Half of the people just seem to fall over. It's like they've just given up because they're not getting paid to be extras in a shitty low-budget movie. Now, everybody seems to have the same scream of death when stabbed. I mean, just check this out. Oh, fuck, that actually hurts. Jesus. I think I'll put a hole in my toe. And then when this witch's brother, even though she's not a witch, but hey ho, we'll call her, I don't know, Bird Lady. So yeah, when Bird Lady's little brother goes to attack the bad guy leader number 2, he has to ruin proceedings and come up with his own wicked death cry. And when Bird Lady cries, this emotional and heart-wrenching scene is turned into comedy gold with more death screams in the background. This is simply brilliant stuff. Anyway, the sisters haven't really appeared too much up to this point, but we do see them briefly again, and they somehow find somewhere to rest in the middle of nowhere and have a bubble bath. Okay. It serves no purpose other than to show us this tattoo, but we don't know what it means anyway, and it never gets explained. And of course, boobies. So they team up with Bird Lady after they save her from a bar fight, which includes using magic powers to send a candle into a guy's head, and it's of course very amusing. See? So Bird Lady tells them her plan, and they tell her how it is.
I want to take my knife and just slit his throat.
He'd break you in little pieces. Let's get away now.
Cash. Now here's my top 5 random bullshit moments. Number 1.
No woman can travel the world without a man to defend her.
I'm sure feminists in their warped crusades would moan about that, but all I can say is, woman, you're so wrong, because laser beam eyes, okay? End of. Number 2, this guy with an awesome tash who likes to rock shades is called John.
We'll show him, John. We'll show him all.
Number 3, the sisters who can shoot laser beams from their eyes have healing powers too. Number 4, a cave lit in green doesn't mean that green lights are used by production. No, it means...
Yeah, but that's green light, it's radiation, isn't it?
Of course it does. And number 5, Bird Lady is a bit clumsy when dealing with the bird. Steady on, lass. Should have done a second take, really. Moving on, the bad guys manage to capture Vera and drive away through this quarry. And keep driving, and then drive some more. And I have to say, at times, it does feel like half the bloody movie is shot at this quarry location. And it's not like anything interesting happens there, they just drive around. Now, Ali and the Bird Lady find them soon after. But how did they do that? Now, I actually forgot to tell you a really important detail earlier on. Bird Lady can actually read the bird's mind, so she can see what the bird is seeing, and the bird obviously followed the bad guys, so she knows where they're going. This film seriously has everything. So an entire day goes by, so God only knows what these two have been doing for the last 24 hours, but who cares? Because Ali seems to have been watching the Rambo movies, because check this shit out. Ooh yeah, now that is what I'm talking about. Although shooting flaming bows into men doesn't make them explode, which is bullshit, but I guess you can't have it all, can you? Now the battle comes to an epic climax. You ready? Just watch this. Brace yourselves.
Give us back our horses, some food, and we'll go.
Agreed.
Oh, what a complete wimp! I know that she can shoot lasers from her eyes, but what a letdown. So anyway, the journey continues to more quarry driving footage. Don't you just love it? Isn't this the greatest thing that you've ever seen since the last scene? Now, bad guy number 2, who I'm just going to rename to Quarryman now, drives through the quarry and meets up with an imposing figure named...
I'm Lord Jack. Who are you?
I'm Quarryman. Honestly, I don't know why people would dress this way and act this way after a huge world war, but I love it. I mean, let's focus on the positives. All women who are alive in this world are good looking and intelligent. There's no riffraff, scumbags or ugly brain-dead inbred trollops. You get to drive around quarries endlessly, even though there's no petrol stations around to fill up, so they must have gone to solar energy or something. Men are men and dress like fucking warlords and command names like Lord Jack. I mean, look at him. In the real world, he'd be a 40-year-old virgin working behind a bar collecting stamps, but now, no, now he's fucking Lord Jack and rocks an eye patch for even more badass attitude. Bring on a world war, man, because when you drive around in the quarries, you get to hear awesome music all the time for no reason whatsoever except to make you feel as cool as Quarryman or Lord fucking Jack. The movie likes to break the attitude up by cutting away from the quarry driving to the Sisterhood and horses, which just isn't on, okay? But then bam, it cuts back to the men rocking it up at the quarry. I love this film, and you should too. So Ali and the Bird Lady run away from some mutants, because you've got to have mutants in a film like this. I mean, in all fairness, it's probably the Dregs Society just trying to scam 20p off them from a bus ride, but anyway. So Bird Lady falls down a hole in the ground. No, you didn't. You fell down a hole, you silly bint. So this cave leads to a door with a control panel, and they somehow know the code, and inside is a computer room, and they find maps of the world and go off on a massive tangent, so I'm going to let you endure it because I had to do it.
And once, the 3 kingdoms and the lands of the East were all one kingdom. It was called the USA, and it was very great. Take that out.
What a load of shit. Now let's just wrap this up. So these two find a war wagon, as they call it, shoot a load of mutants up, and then it's time for the ultimate battle at, yeah, you guessed it, the quarry.
What's that? It's a war wagon of some sort. It's a nice one, but it's just a war wagon.
So there's a long, boring chase through the quarry. They end up at a kingdom or something. They fight, it's boring, but at least men have the same death cry as others did earlier on. And then Bird Lady shoots Quarryman. Oh no, what will happen now? She lets him live. Oh yeah, why not? Then they go and kill more random goons just for the hell of it. Sounds like they're doing really lame, girly impressions of Arnold Schwarzenegger yells. So they escape, and you know what? Why doesn't she just use her laser eyes for everything? The film could have been over before it even started. Bad guys turn up, laser eyes. Want to open a beer? Laser eyes. You need a shave? Laser eyes. Should have just called the damn film Laser Eyes and had done with it. Now a spirit turns up and they just vanish. I don't know, it makes no sense. So the film ends with Quarryman at, yeah, you guessed it, where else? The quarry. But then because this film rocks so hard, it actually ends with a bird flying away in the sky. Unbelievable stuff, but mildly amusing. So I'm giving this a lame 3 out of 10. Oh, but before I end this, what the hell happened to Lord fucking Jack? And what the hell happened to the bad guy leader from the start who wanted to get spare parts for his car? This film sucks. Do you know what? 2 out of 10.